Greetings, this is Skylar Saunders Singh. What's current? Drizzy, Drizzy, Drizzy. You nobody till somebody sues your own label. Like, I don't even know what to say. Hey, he's suing Universal Music Group, his own label. OVO is the record label, and UMG is the distributor. And he is mad because the biggest song in the past, I'll say 2 to 5 years. This is a humongous song. Not Like Us by Kendrick Lamar. That was such a monumental, not just classic, not just pretty good, very good, monumental piece of work that he is sad about because he got defeated so harshly. It was like in a boxing ring, the ref just left the boxers, to fend for themselves at the end. Like, that's how bad it was. So Drake is suing on behalf of UMG, Universal Music Group. He's saying that they inflated numbers, Spotify as well. I think Apple routed his song to be pushed back, and Not Like Us to be played when you say Siri. Don't say nothing, Siri. When you say her name, Carnage is in the building. Salute. DX Carnage 817. Salute. He's gonna say that every time. Go back to Jesus. And go where to Jesus? Where do you go to with Jesus? I mean, where do you go? What you put your hand in the hand of the man who stills the waters? But anyway, okay, we got 4 people in here. This is gonna be a party tonight. I don't care. It's gonna be a party. We're gonna have 100,000 people in here tonight. It's about Drizzy. We riding on Drizzy. No, I didn't listen. I did listen to the album before, but I didn't listen to it recently. To be honest, TX, I did not listen to it recently. I had a lot to do over this past weekend. I was doing holiday shopping, and I didn't have a chance. That's why I was off yesterday. I was doing a lot of things, but I will listen to it again. But it is good. It is great. It is an excellent listen. He does a lot of double entendres and flips different similes and metaphors. So that's what he's asking. TX is asking, did you listen to the Eminem album? No. But I heard it before. I've heard it when it first came out. I did listen to it. And it's an excellent album. Not his best. I think Marshall Mathers, the LP, is his best album ever. Whichever the one with Kim on it. That's my favorite Eminem song. And then next would be probably Stan. Play it while eating your Thanksgiving dinner. Yeah, that'll go over really well. My parents will jump out of their skin. My word, what is that? What is this going on, eh? That boy said what? So I can't have that. He's saying playing it while eating your Thanksgiving dinner. No, I can't do that, but I'll do it on my own time. I'll listen to it. But yeah, but we're talking about Drizzy Drake right now. We're talking about the man that Eminem passed the torch. He passed the baton to Drizzy. I know it's funny. You're laughing at my goofy ass. But anyway, he passed the baton in 2009 when he had Forever, when it was Ye, Wayne, Drake, and Eminem on the same song. He passed the baton. Oh, yes, he did. Yes, he did pass the baton. He was the last one to say, so Drake. You remember that? You have no face to say. So Drake. I'm Hannibal Lecter, so you have no face to say. So Drake. He was passing him the verbal baton on the song. And did he not run with it? He ran with it. Drake is not trash. He's not trash. He's delusional as hell, but he's not trash. Drake is not trash. TX Carnage is saying Drake is trash. He's not trash. Drake is just delusional. That's all he is. He's trying to say that there were all kinds of schemes and strategies to get his Kendrick Lamar's record played and diminish his role in the whole game. All BS. All complete BS. Complete and utter BS. That's all it is. It's not real. Drake is not a true MC. What makes him not a true MC? The fact is he doesn't write. There's plenty of MCs that don't write or have ghostwriters. Dre and Snoop had ghostwriters. I'm representing for on gangsters all across the world. Still hitting them corners and them lolos, girl. Taking my time to perfect the beat, but I still got love for the streets. This is DRE. That was written by Jay-Z. Jay-Z says, I'm not a biter, I'm a writer for myself and others. I don't have a problem with ghostwriting. As long as you can rap it and remember it and make it your own. It's like getting a script. You know, you might not have written a script, or you could have written a script and acted and directed and produced it all at the same time, like Spike Lee or Woody Allen or something like that. But that's the difference. Okay, so he turned the rap genre into a circus. No. He did not turn the rap game into a circus. It was a circus far before Drake. It was a free-for-all from pretty much from the start. From, you know, when Rapper's Delight first came out. And that was afterwards. You know, Rapper's Delight came out in, what, 82? Something like that? And hip-hop didn't form, you know, hip-hop, quote-unquote, didn't form until 1973, which actually, it really has roots in the 1930s and 40s with bebop. So you have to really, you know, have a concern for that. Then they are not real MCs. I disagree with you, sir. They are real MCs. I disagree with you. If you can get on the mic and be confident and strong and have great content and have a flow and have, you know, little parts that he says, that's it. Whoa, TX Carnage is going in right now. Jay stole his flow from Jaz-O. Okay. To an extent, I would agree with you on that. To an extent, because that was his he was Jaz-O's protege. He was coming up in the game. He was doing his thing. So I would definitely I'll give you part of that. But Jay flipped. He flipped his flow. He flipped his flow on Annie on the Annie sample. On It's a Hard Knock Life. Like that, he started standing on the corners bopping. We dropping some of the hardest lyrics that we ever seen. Some of the hardest cars rappers ever heard. We dropping some of the hottest cars rappers ever seen. New York has ever seen, dropping hardest versus rappers ever heard. Like he slowed down his flow and maintained it, and that's what really catapulted him into superstardom. Because he was a star for Reasonable Doubt in Volume 1. It was like, okay, we're recognizing. But when Annie hit, I always call it when Annie, not Hard Knock Life, Volume 2. So 5 million, didn't even look back. Drake has not sold 5 million. I don't think. I think he sold like 3 or 4 million is most. I can't remember exactly. Salute to King Hazy. Jay was never the best rapper at any point of time. You're a liar today, tomorrow, and the day after. Jay is the greatest rapper of all time. Now, he's not my favorite rapper, but he is the greatest rapper. He's the Michael Jordan of rap. And Michael Jordan has to be my favorite basketball player. But you have to recognize so many more legends. I mean, Jay completely revolutionized the game like Jordan did. Give a year and I'll tell you who was better. Yeah, okay. That's what Carnage just said. He just said, give a year and I'll tell you who was better. Chelsea is in the building. A lady of the house. Everybody congratulate the lady, please. She gives up Skrilla, hard body karate. Oh my God. Hold on. King Hazy says, nah, it's Jada or Nas or Wayne. This is my breakdown. I haven't got a good idea who Nas or Jadakiss are for backs. I try to do, you know, Jay-Z always says on the Michael Jordan and the microphone recording. So I always say like Eminem's Bird, Magic is Ye, Biggie was Olajuwon. I just make little connections there. I haven't made a LL Cool J is Jerry West. Nas didn't kill Jay. He didn't kill Jay. He put a dent in his armor, maybe a little bit, but Ether wasn't Takeover. Takeover was a far superior record than Ether. Ether was like, he's going at his nose, he's going at his face, he called him a camel. Oh, The girls didn't really like him before. Now because he's getting girls now because of his looks. Negro, please, mustache for having whiskers like a racketeer, the beans you whack. Like, come on, you gotta be real. TX Carter says Jay-Z has no album that's gone diamond. Fact. That's fact. Neither has Nas. He doesn't have even close to diamond. I think he has like maybe triple platinum as his most, or double platinum as his most albums sold off of one album. He's not diamond. Nas isn't diamond. There's only like 3 or 4 diamond rappers off of albums. There's I want to say Vanilla Ice. I think Vanilla Ice is diamond. Nelly definitely is diamond. Eminem is diamond. I'm trying to think. There's somebody else who's diamond. Yeah, Eminem has 2. That's a fact. Yeah, Eminem has the Marshall. I think the Slim Shady LP and the Marshall Mathers LP. I think are diamond, or Encore. I think Encore is diamond, or is it the? I'm not looking up. It's off the top of my head. This could, or the Slim Shady. Like this record to the. Is it the Slim Shady show? Y'all gotta tell me. It's almost a party in here. Let's go. Let's get these likes up. I got 6 people on my end. It could be different for you guys, but I see 6 people in here. 2 likes. Let's go. Outcast. Yeah, thank you. Outcast. They're diamond. Yup. There's only a handful of diamond albums. People have diamond singles like Ye. Ye has a diamond single, Stronger, and Jay-Z, Hove. He has a diamond single too. He has Empire State of Mind. That's a diamond certified record. But I want to get back to okay, King says, wait. Marshall Mathers LP and Eminem show. Thank you, Eminem show. Exactly. Thank you for looking that up. Thank you for doing my job. Cuz I tell you guys to look stuff up. You don't tell me to look up. It's my show. Thank you. Appreciate it. No, I sincerely appreciate it. Thank you. But yeah, it's only a handful. Outkast, Nelly, and I think Vanilla Ice. I think that's it. I don't think anybody else has diamond status. Jay didn't achieve diamond status. He didn't achieve diamond status. He was close to it. He didn't get it. He didn't get 10 million sold at least. Didn't have to look it up. I'm a stan. Okay, at least you admitted it. You're a stan. Just don't, take your homosexual and homicidal, suicidal tendencies out on your girlfriend who's pregnant and putting her in the back of the trunk and say to Eminem on the tape, "See, I ain't like you." But that's funny. Yeah. But thank you, TX Carter and J17. I appreciate that. Thank you for having that amount of knowledge. But I want to go back to Jadakiss and Nas and Wayne from King. I got Wayne. Wayne is Kobe Bryant. And I'm gonna break this down. He's Kobe Bryant. He started off early. He wasn't that great. He was not even that very good. He was just kind of good. He made it to the NBA. He started with the Lakers, stayed with the Lakers. He honed his craft. He kept going to the gym every day. 3-pointers, free throws, responding off of steals and rebounds, responding off of assists, working with trainers, getting stronger every day, getting in the gym. That's what happened with Wayne. Wayne was like good. He was kind of all right when he came out. He bling bling. He was coming out with all these different things. And he was young. What was he, like 15 years old, something like that when he first came out? And so he matured. He did the mixtape scene. He did the drought and the sorry for the wait and all these different things. He was getting his weight up, and then he dropped the Carter. The Carter was strong, but when he dropped the Carter 2, that's when it was like people started paying attention. Like, okay, wait a minute, he's got something to say. He got something to say. And by the time Carter 3 came up, because the build up because of mixtapes and everything, that was monumental. He sold 1 million albums the first week, and I know sales aren't indicative of skills, because truth be told, the skills sold, Jay will probably be lyrically, talent, quality. Truthfully, he wants to rhyme like Common Sense, but he did 5 million. He ain't been rhyming like Common Sense. So that's a good point. I was wrong. I'll take that back. Jay wasn't close to diamond. He was halfway there. He was close. He was halfway. He wasn't close to a diamond. He got 5 million. Carter 2 Yeah, I would agree. Carter 2 is his best album. When he's standing next to the Rolls Royce, yeah. Yeah, Carter 2 is see, this is the breakdown. It's like Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson, everybody says, "Oh, Thriller, 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 Thriller." No, Thriller is a great album. I'm not trying to take that away from him. I'm not taking that away from him. I'm saying Off the Wall had a storyline. It was like a novel. It was like it had a connection from beginning to end. You could see a whole journey of a man's life in his early 20s or like late teens, early 20s, and see what the trajectory was. Thriller is like all these great songs packed together, like a best hits list. Like they're like really great, like technically savvy, wonderful, mind blowing songs, and of course the video to go with it, the Thriller video. I mean, just blew everything off the hinges. But it's not the same. It's not. It's Off the Wall is his best album. Thriller is his greatest hits album. I know he has greatest hits, but it's really, it's not, you can't really make a storyline. It doesn't play out like a novel. Not to say that every album has to play out like a novel, but I enjoy albums that do that. Like Ye's first albums, The College Dropout, no Late Registration, all of them bang. They bang because they sound like novels. They sound like stories being played out. Eminem killed Jay-Z. I'm not gonna say Eminem killed Jay-Z. He didn't wash him. He didn't kill him. He just, kind of like said, "Yeah, I'm next up. I'm like, I'm gonna take over the game. After this, it's gonna be my game for the next 2 to 3 years." No, Late Registration is not Ye's best album. Ye's this is what TX Carter, he's going in tonight. TX Carter says Late Registration was Kanye's best album. Ye's best excuse me. Ye's best album is and always will be, it seems. I don't think he'll make another great album, but it will be My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. That is the greatest of all his songs. That goes down in the top hip hop's albums of all time. Not just a Ye album, but that goes down as one of the top hip hop albums, period. Because he brought everybody up to a level of greatness. He brought Pusha T on 2 songs, brought Jay-Z on 2 songs, introduced Nicki Minaj, put Ross in one of his best lines, verses ever. He had Raekwon the Chef on the album. Okay, and Chris Rock was hilarious when it first came out. That's all we were talking about. We were like, "Who taught you how to get sexy for a nigga?" Then the girl said, "Yeezy taught me." Like, that's great. That was a great out. Like it combined. That's what they would say. Like they combined the samples, the sketches or the skit, and then he had the video to go along with the extended Runaway video. Just spectacular, great, excellent. Had the ballerinas in there. Like you're not gonna get that far with hip hop. Not on that level. He went to another level that nobody even considered that much. He had the ballerinas dancing in the video. Oh, now we're going crazy. Okay. T.S. Carnage is saying, no, that was after he sacrificed his mom. Let's not say that. Let's not say he sacrificed his mom. Let's say that she underwent cosmetic surgery and it didn't go as planned. Let's say that much. Let's say that much. Didn't go as planned. So let's stay on that. But I'm having fun. We're turning from the topic, but I have to go down to Jadakiss. Jadakiss, she died. Yeah, that's what I said. Cosmetic surgery. Yeah, she died from plastic surgery. I said that she died from cosmetic surgery. Complications from cosmetic surgery. But Jadakiss, I don't know who he is as a basketball player. I'm trying to think if he's, I don't know, maybe like John Starks or something like that, or one of the Knicks in the '90s, like Patrick Ewing, or he's up there. He's up there. He's in my top 5, dead or alive, and that's just off one LP. Yes, Jay-Z is MJ. He is Michael Jordan. Jay-Z is the Michael Jordan of the sound recording. Sounds like a sacrifice to me, he says. How does it sound like a sacrifice? And I thought you were of Jesus. Aren't you supposed to sacrifice? Aren't you supposed to be selfless and unselfish and sacrificial? Isn't that your whole goal? TX Carnage 817. You're supposed to sacrifice. Sacrifice is a benefit in the Christian world. You're supposed to make sacrifices. Not me. I'm an objectivist. I don't make sacrifices. I trade value for value. And I trade off lesser things in pursuit of greater or the greatest thing. Jesus was the last sacrifice. So why are we still sacrificing? If Jesus was this last sacrifice, why are we still sacrificing? Not me. I'm saying in general as a whole. But yeah, Jada is definitely top 5. My favorite song from him is Why. I haven't listened to all his albums because they're kind of mid, to be honest. His like he's tight, but he's Nas catches a lot of hell for having bad production, but Jada's got some bad production too. He's got some bad production. We have to admit that. But his flow, his bars are just ridiculous, just crazy. Well done, well thought out, well sketched out, pivotal, strong bars. Okay, TX Carnage 817 says, like I said, give me a year and I'll tell you who was better than Jay. All right, I'll hold you up to the task. I'll hold you to that task. Then you have to give me at least $20 when you see that it was really, somebody totally different. But I want to get back. To he's like 20 deal. But I want to get back to Drake. Drake is suing his own label, UMG, Universal Music Group. And there's only 2 others, Warner and Sony. That's the big 3 of the music company. All the different record labels, all the different distribution, all that. There's only 3: Warner, Sony, and Universal. This is how it goes. This is how it is. And they're all that's all plantations. That's all plantations. Those are the big houses. Those are the plantations. UMG, Sony, and Warner. Those are the plantations that all our favorite artists are working on. They're getting percentages, taken out. They're getting per diem. They're getting all kinds of different, advances and things of that nature. It's a mess. Drake is doing that to keep himself away from Diddy. Oh, is that real? Is that true? Give me some information. Give me a reason why you say that. Back up your statement. This is like school. You gotta if you make a statement, you gotta back it up. Jay Best album was now you're just trolling. TX Carnage 817. Excuse me. TX Carnage 817 says Jay Best album was Kingdom Come. I'm gonna just let that sit in. Just let that set in. And he says, I'm serious. Give me a reason why that would be the greatest album. I say his greatest album would be the Black Album. Followed by, I'll say the top four, his 4 masterpieces. He has 4 masterpieces. 444, Reasonable Doubt, The Blueprint, and the Black Album. That's my top, 4 albums in order. From least to greatest. Yeah, I like American Gangster. American Gangster is a strong album. Kingdom Come is okay. It's very C plus B minus territory. Kingdom Come, American Gangster is like A minus. And everything, what that's another thing for Jay-Z. That's another example. Thriller for Jackson And for Jay-Z was that's volume 2. It's his greatest album, and it seems like it's just pieced together, pretty good production, very good production, excellent rhyming skills, but it doesn't have a story to tell. Like you start a story from his greatest albums. Yes. See, the Black Album was nice. I think it's his best album, because he was like, I'm going out, but I know I'm coming back. He said that when I come back, like Jordan wearing the 4-5, and they play games with you. It's to aim with you, probably maim you. If I'm on you, I'm blowing you to smithereens. So just thought I'd say that as much. It's pretty it's contentious territory, but like you said, Jadakiss, Nas, and Wayne. I don't know who Nas is. All I know is Nas should win the Nobel Prize for Literature. He's probably going to get it when he's in his 70s or 80s, because there's going to be kids that will be moved into the era of selecting people for the prizes, and they pick Bob Dylan. He ain't no novelist. He ain't no journalist. He ain't no playwright. He ain't no poet. I mean, just specifically poet, not on the microphone or on a recording, or with a guitar. He is a poet, but not in the traditional sense, without music. But and he's great. I'm not trying to diminish his greatness, but I'm just saying, you're not a writer per se. He's not a writer's writer. I mean, if that's what they want to do, I mean, anybody can go for that. Then who's next? Who's gonna be next? Bruce Springsteen. He's a poet of Asbury Park. Who's gonna be next? So I think it's gonna be something like that. It's gonna be like Bruce Springsteen. Then it's gonna be like somebody like in hip hop. It's gonna be now. It could be before Bruce Springsteen, because Kendrick Lamar won a Pulitzer Prize. He was the first non-classical, and non-jazz artist to ever win a Pulitzer Prize for music. For Damn. So, but this takes me to a good point. Drake's suing UMG is like, UMG's looking at him like, what are you doing? Why don't you sue Kendrick? Sue Kendrick Lamar. Don't sue us. I'm confused. I didn't know you could sue your own label for something that somebody else did. Yes. TX Carnage 817 says Jada is a writer. Yes, Jada is a writer. He's not a biter. He's definitely a writer. He definitely has great bars, great combination of words put together. I just like I like the little touches that he has. He has like Everybody Love Me in the Hood. I'm like the ice cream truck, and like I'm good in the hood, like the little motorcycles, and I'm running and I'm feeling like these Tim's Nike Airs on me. Like just the little touches that he has are great. That's why Jada's in my top 5. Definitely in my top 5. And I was just looking at a list on Twitter, I think it was, or Instagram. Somebody said there was a New York rapper, Mount Rushmore. It was DMX, Jay-Z, Nas, and Biggie. Who agrees with that? Y'all, we can talk about that all night. King Casey says, I think the play is stop Kendrick from performing at the Super Bowl. You know what? I think there is some kind of, a conspiracism. I don't know if it's a conspiracy theory. It may not be that founded, but that's a good point though, King. Because that's all he can do. He can just, throw lawsuits. You're nobody till somebody sues you. And Drake is definitely a somebody. So, and who is he suing other than his own label? I mean, it's to stop him from doing the Super Bowl. That's a good point. I think that's a good point. Drake has never done the Super Bowl. He was never asked to do the Super Bowl. People all around him have done the Super Bowl. 50, M, Dre, Kendrick. Not him. Only because the whole world is going to call Drake a pedophile. Yeah, that's in the lawsuit. He has a part about him being a pedophile. He's trying to make that go through. He's trying to have the different lines, like the A minor, that line, saying that he was, messing with young girls or something like that. Don't get me started with that. I don't want any parts of I don't want any parts of that. No, thank you. So yeah, so I think with Drake suing, he makes himself out to be, kind of clownish. I can't really go for this. I'm not gonna really be the one to champion him. Yeah, that's right, sue. Good job, man. Good job. No, I can't do that. Down for that. Down for that. Let's get these likes up though. It's 30 minutes. I'm almost going. I might do an hour. Let me see. I got some different sponsor. I have the same sponsors, but I have to make sure I can get them on here. Make sure you go to YouTube and check out Baja Jackson's page. He's talking about grilling up sardines. He's talking about near beer or non-alcoholic beer. He's talking about what is he talking about? He's talking about female strippers. Let's get to this. Let's go straight to the point. He's talking about near beer, fried chicken, sardines on the grill, and female strippers. So if you like any or all of that, go to Baja Jackson. That's BEEJACKSON 5478 on YouTube. All right. So Drake is definitely poised to be, some kind of way to salvage his whole life. I don't know, his whole life. He's got the money. Like I said, money doesn't mean you have character. Look at T. What they call him, DJ T. They don't even say his full name. Number 40. He's 45. Gonna be 47. He's not 47 yet. Sean Carter is worse than Diddy. What do you mean? TX Carnage, you're very cryptic, sir. Please explain. He's saying Sean Carter is worse than Diddy. I don't know in what way. In rapping form, in his life, in his dealings with people. What do you mean he's worse than Diddy? I don't know what you mean, sir. Please clarify. Okay, so Drake making a big fuss, suing UMG, Universal Music Group, and saying that there's portions of the lawsuit saying how he's saying defamation. It said this from Rolling Stone. It says rapper alleges he already has sufficient evidence to pursue a defamation action over pedophile line, but currently lacks evidence to sue his record label for racketeering. He is that's lame. That's pretty goddamn lame. If you ask me. I think Drake did a punk move. That was a punk move to me. Cause Not Like Us blew up. If Not Like Us was like, super ugly, even like something like that. That wasn't that even much of a diss track. It was just like, I'm coming at you saying, I skeeted on the baby seat. I was with your mama. All that D talk. You was kissing my D when he was kissing that B. He got Aaliyah killed because she rejected. Whoa, I don't know about all that, sir. You have to you go on your own program and say that. I'm not even gonna repeat that much. Never gonna repeat that again. I'm just gonna say, give me facts. That's all I'm gonna say. Greg is a punk, okay. I can kind of side with that a little bit. He's Canadian. What more do I need to say? Well, let's not confuse Canadians. There's too many Canadian Americans, Lauren Michaels. I think Chris Farley, the late great Chris Farley, was from Canada. There's just a whole lot of people from Canada. You asked me to explain. Oh, he's from Canada. No. Explain the Jay-Z thing. You said Jay-Z about. I mean, the about Aaliyah. That's what I want you to explain. Chelsea says he mad that Kendrick turned this track into a club banger. Facts. Chelsea says the facts. Because rap out, they usually don't make videos. They usually just keep it on the record. You just keep it on the album. Doesn't venture too much in the club. It's not gonna get played in a strip club. That song got played at strip clubs. Are you kidding me? Played him at his own game, exactly. It had phenomenal video. Had everything was clicking, everything was working. And the Dodgers, doesn't have anything to do with anything except for the fact that LA is winning. No, it's either you American or not. Well, you can't blame yourself for being born in Canada. Some of the best Lord Richards. Look up Lord Richards. He was born in Canada. Then he immigrated to the United States. Dr. Leonard Peikoff, another Canadian. Dr. Ankar Gate, another Canadian immigrant. They came to America. Great Americans that happen to have been born in Canada. You can't choose where you were born. TX Carnage says Jaguar. Oh, you're saying Jaguar rights? I'm not even going to say her full name. I'm going to say JW. You think JW is a credible source? Jim Carrey. Thank you. Jim Carrey. That's another example. Yeah, Jim Carrey's a Canadian. The Weeknd. Come on now. There's too many names. There's a lot. These are just entertainers and philosophers. I just gave you a list of entertainers and philosophers. There's a whole list of people that have made a big mark in American culture that are from Canada. So Drake making this lawsuit is it's a goofy. He's a goofy. He's a goof. Because that's just, why would you want to sue your own record label? Because you mad that, like Chelsea with her glasses on said, he turned a diss song into a club banger. A club banger. You're not supposed to dance to a diss song. You're just supposed to listen to the words and how, he can't, wow. That was a hot line. No. Okay, that was all right. That was cool. They all Canadians though. Okay, then they're Canadians. I mean, they're really Americans. They've relinquished their Canadian ties and have come probably not just because of citizenship, but just their spirit. Their spirits are American. It's the American spirit. You can live in Seoul, North Korea, Seoul, South Korea, excuse me, or even North Korea. If you have the soul of an American, then you're American. Just like the late great philosopher and writer Ayn Rand. She was born in Russia, but damned if anybody ever called her Russian. She was American through and through by the principles and the ideals that were espoused by the founding fathers. That's how she lived her life. As selfish and independent as possible. So Drake bringing up this lawsuit is just I like what King said. King said, this is like a move to try to get Kendrick off the stage at the Super Bowl. This is all like firing shots, and then have everybody else look at what happened, and then he's getting taken off. He can't do the Super Bowl or something like that. Like it's really sad. Here's from the Rolling Stone album, Rolling Stone article. The new filing comes from Drake's company Frozen Moments The new filing comes after Drake's company Frozen Moments brought in an action against UMG in New York on Monday, accusing the music giant of conspiring with third parties to illegally boost Lamar's track on streaming services such as Spotify. In that petition, Drake specifically accused UMG of engaging in pay-to-play schemes to increase the airplay of Not Like Us on the radio. That just seems like sour-ass grapes to me. I'm sorry. That sounds like the sourest, sorriest grape having. Like, really? Well, you play the song more. Why didn't you play my song so much? Like, what are you, a child? What is this? What are you doing? What are you doing? Drake's suing because they effed up his money while he still got obligations. You know what, King? I asked everybody. I need receipts. Give me the facts, sir. Give me facts, because you sound like you got a good point. I just need to hear the facts. Good point, but I just need the facts. Just give me something to back it up your claim. That sounds good, because he switched from Young Money, Cash Money, which was UMG too, I think. I think it's still UMG. It's like, I'm so confused. UMG is still part of Cash Money, Young Money Records, as much as I understand. And OVO Records is part of UMG. So he did like a lateral move when he went from Cash Money, Young Money to OVO. Like, at least Jay said, look, I'm buying out my whole, Def Jam distribution and everything I'm associated with Def Jam. I don't get dropped. I dropped the label. He went to Live Nation. He made Rock Nation. I don't even know what is Live Nation under. Anybody? Before I go, let me see. I'm gonna just look it up. Let me see. Live Nation. What is it under? I'm looking for it right now. Still looking for it. Let's see. Jay. See, I don't even know about this. This is weird, because the big three are Warner, Sony, and UMG. So I'm looking for Loud Nation. All right. I have no facts, but usually artists are in a contract that they have to fulfill. So if he can't sell records, he can't fulfill. Sounds like it to me. Sounds like it to me. He has been selling records. Not like, the little white girl, Sarah, in Bozeman, Montana. Yeah, I like Drake, but he didn't do so well this year. I don't know. The farmer in Alabama, the 62-year-old farmer, man, I like me some Drake, but he didn't do too well this year. I don't know. That boy Kendrick Lamar really put a knife in him. Like, I'm just giving you examples, because these are Drake's fans. There's Drake. You don't think that it's just all what black people? It can't be. There's all, once you pass 700,000 units sold, or whole, I think it's like after you pass like 1 billion streams, that's, or even after you pass like 250,000 stream or 250,000, or let me see, 250 million streams, 250 million streams, then that's definitely in the white territory, and yellow, red, brown, and then black. So it's a worldwide thing, and this was not just his year, to say the least. He had a 15-year run from 2009 to this year. 15 years. He had a super run. I don't think anybody else in hip hop, I don't even think anybody else in other music genres have had that great a run, where everything he came out with was platinum. Platinum or diamond. I think he has a diamond. He has a diamond song. I think it's One Dance. I think One Dance is diamond. Oh man, I just think it's so goofy. It's a weirdo thing, but I like what King said. King is like saying, yeah, it's something to do with the Super Bowl. He doesn't want him to perform. But Drake never was asked. I think people have put it on, put it in the atmosphere that he should be on there. But I think he was trying to be like Jay-Z. For the most part, he was trying to be like Jay. That's what I think he was trying to do. Like Jay was like, I don't need the Super Bowl. My lady got the Super Bowl twice. She had the Super Bowl twice within like within 2 years or something like that. It's chess, not that I approve, but I comprehend. Exactly. That's what I was saying. Jay-Z's best song was Big Pimpin'. His best video. I think that was his best. No, his best video is actually 99 Problems. 99 Problems is Jay-Z's best video. I think that came with a warning. If anybody's old like me, 36 years old, rocking back and forth, telling the kids from his porch to get off his lawn, like me. That's all I can say. Jay-Z's best song. That's difficult to say. That's real hard for me to say. Sunshine, that was his best song. No, I'm kidding. You can be my sunshine. No, my favorite song of his, just to play if I'm in a mood or feeling good about myself, is off of American Gangster. Say hello. Say hello to the bad guy. They call me the bad guy. I come from the bottom, but now I'm mad fly. That's the picture they paint. Let me tell you what I ain't. Like, that's my song. It may not be his greatest song. I'll say I haven't figured out Jay-Z's greatest song yet, but that's my favorite song by Jay-Z. All right, TX Carnage says Big Pimpin' was his best song because of UGK. Well, UGK cleaned his clock. They were first scared, to be honest. They said this in an interview. Bun B and the late great Pimp C, Chad Butler, Sweet Jones, they were like, you know what? We're underground. We're underground kings. It's in our name. And this guy Jay. We like Jay. He's big, but we don't want to be big. We don't want to be on his. We don't want to be on the song. So they had to like go back and forth. Like, you want to do this? They're like, yeah, let's do this. And when they came on the song, it was a rap murder. Jay had to admit this. He said, like, on the original song, there's only 3 verses. On the video, there's 4 verses. Cause he came back. He was like, enough for Pamela Anderson Lee, NTV Jam of the Week. That verse, that ending, cause Bun B and Pimp C cleaned his clock. They got at him. They didn't go against him, but their bars were so tight. Their lines were so on point that Jay was like, God damn, I didn't think he was gonna come back like that. But TX Carnage 817 says Texas boys. Yeah, them Texas boys. You don't want to play with them. You mess with the bull, you get the horns. Nah, Jay best song was probably Dead Presidents. Yeah. Or Can't Knock the Hustle. Or Imaginary Plan. Yeah, you're talking about from. See, you're of a greater class. I'll say that. I'm of a greater class as well. We're in a different era. You're in your 30s or 40s, King. You can't be in your 20s or teens. I know you're not, because you have a greater quality of Jay-Z, from Reasonable Doubt. Song Cry. I was gonna say Song Cry, but I didn't want to say Song Cry. Okay, 46 exactly. Okay, so you're a little older than me. You're 10 years older than myself. Okay, so that's real. So we have a different like aspect of viewing, various, pieces of art. We have a different, and our minds are attuned to listen to different pieces of art. And yeah, so like I said, he has 4 masterpieces. He has 444, he has the Blueprint, he has Reasonable Doubt, and he has the Black Album, in that order. And I will say in that order. I will stand on that. I will stand on that order. But yeah, so OBO, OBO. Say now, stab this way, stab this way, now stab this way. He had a dance in a diss song. Who does that? Who has a dance in their diss song? Nobody does that. That was a brilliant move. I'm crazy for what? TX Carter. He says you crazy. I know I'm crazy. I have the pills to prove it. Blueprint 2 go in there too. Yeah, Blueprint 2, only because it was like so big that you thought he would run out of steam, but he doesn't run out of steam. It's like no song is like, oh my god, outstanding, great, but every song is like very good on the album. And it's such a conglomerate or a conglomeration, I guess. Amalgamation is probably the best word. It's just a mixture, amalgamation of different producers and artists and different people that were on the double disc. So I understand what you're saying with the Blueprint 2. Yeah, Blueprint 2 is a strong effort. It's a strong effort. Jay-Z albums, yeah. I'm gonna leave y'all with a song before you go. Okay. That's what King Hazy just said. He said he's gonna leave us with a song before we go. Okay. I'll be out of here in less than 8 minutes. Yeah, so Drake, cornball, corny. I thought he was cool. I gave him a chance. This lawsuit is really corny to me. It's like I said, but it's like King Hazy said. King Hazy said, you know, it's a play, it's a ploy for him to not be in the Super Bowl. That's all it is. This is a ploy. So I'm gonna check out this song. It's gonna mess up my algorithm, I think, if I play it right now. Hold on, let me see. Let me see what. All right. What is this song? Nas. It's Nas. It's. Never even heard the song before, or I have heard the song before, but I don't know it like that. It's not like memorized in my mind. But yeah, see, that's the BS to me. He should have just named his album "Nigger." Like, what is who gets offended by nigger? Nobody gets offended by nigger. You call a white person a nigger, they're not gonna get offended. I'm not a nigger. You call a black person a nigger, they're not a nigger. I'm not a nigger. I'm not a nigger. Who gets offended? Yellow person, they don't even, what a nigga? I'm not a nigga. Red person, I am not a nigger. Like, brown person, I'm not nigga. Yeah, I gotta listen to that. Yeah, that's on my deck right now. It's on my deck. I gotta listen to it. It's a shame, like I said, if the late great oh, god damn, what's his name? Hold on. Can't even think of his name. Dick Gregory, the late Dick Gregory, had a book out called Nigger, and he said, you know, every time somebody would say that the word nigger would be advertisement for my book. Late great Dick Gregory said that. You gotta play that whole album. You going off? You going off? Go off. I'll be off in about 5 minutes. I'll listen to that. I will listen to that album though. I'll be listening to it. Trust me. I have two things. I have the Eminem show. I'm gonna listen to not the Eminem show. The Death of Slim Shady. I'll listen to that again. Thank you, TX Carnage. I should call you Texas Carnage. I know what the TX stood for, and I don't understand what the TX stood for. But the Texas Carnage 817. What is 817? What area code is that? Let me see. 817. Northern Texas, that covers the western part of the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex. So are you a Dallas Cowboys fan there, sir? I didn't even realize that. Because I know they have the Texans. And you could just be a college football fan, or, just let me know. It didn't go down to 0 this whole time. I shouldn't speak into existence right now. But I had at least 2 people the whole... It was down to 1, but it didn't go to 0. So I appreciate that very much. I appreciate the people that are my core audience. King, Texas, and the lady of the house, Chelsea. I really appreciate you all. I put in the work. I watch videos. I read articles, and we have healthy discussions back and forth. I'm still trying to figure out who Nas and Jadakiss are on the NBA. I know who Pusha T is. Pusha T is who? Who do I think is Pusha T? Who do I think is Pusha T? Salute. Chelsea says salute. I appreciate you. Salute, Chelsea. Thank you. But who do you think I think Pusha T is? Just get. I'll give you a hint. Is that too much of a hint or not enough? Rodman. Why'd you say Rodman, King? I think Ye is either Magic or Rodman. Ye is Magic Johnson or Dennis Rodman. That's what I think. He's either one or both of them at the same time. But no, I'll just say it. I think Pusha T is Allen Iverson, and I'll say he was like an MVP for one great season for I'm trying to think of this the album. What is it? Something dry. It's almost dry. He almost won the award for that, but Kendrick Lamar won that year, and they're cool, so he didn't make a big fuss of it. But yeah, I think Pusha T is like Allen Iverson, because Pusha T. What do you think of when you think of Pusha T? What's the first thing that comes to mind? Don't take that long. What kind of rap does he do? What does he talk about in his raps? Like 99.9% of his raps are all about what? He had the matching clothes with Lil Nas X. I don't remember that. I can't deny that, but I don't remember that. Drake is in the WNBA. That was a good joke. That was good. He's probably Skylar Diggins. No, he's what's the big girl? What's the best player of all time? What's her name? She's the greatest player right now. I can't see. I'm trying to look for her name. Caitlin Clark. Caitlin Clark. Drake is Caitlin Clark. Pusha T is the first person to body Drake. Yeah. Then Meek couldn't do it. He didn't have enough strength behind him. And Drake pretty much cleaned his clock. He got him out of there. And really Meek hasn't survived since. He's just eating off of his old proceeds. Back stuff. Oh no, type that up right now. He had matching mixed match socks. Oh my god. That's funny. All right, yeah, that was crazy. But look, I appreciate everybody that came through today. I'm getting back. I just got back off of a mini vacation. I had a 3-day weekend, or almost 3-day weekend. I, I was off for yesterday. I had, I had a 1-day weekend, I guess, for the show. But I came back, bounced back, and it felt great. Felt good. I appreciate everybody that came through. Thank you, King. Thank you, Texas. Thank you, of course, the lady of the house, Chelsea. And I will see you all sometime tomorrow. Thank you very much. Take care.